Hello.
Hello.
This is the end of day
1.
I guess day. Well, we're not gonna lie.
Yeah, this is the end of day
2. King's Dominion kind of wiped us out, so we decided to wait to tally up our scores and talk about it later. So, after you have seen and heard the whispering winds of the singing mushrooms,
maybe it's trouble and sorrow, but we'll travel the road and we'll be sharing the load if we're side by side through all kinds of weather. What if the sky should fall? Just as long as we're together, it doesn't matter at all. When they all had their quarrels and peeking over the hill, I bet you sure it always has, and sure it always will. Us two side by side, just a traveling along, and we'll be singing a song. We're side by side.
and the banjo pickin' tunes from Grizzly Gulch.
You remember what it was called?
I do. This is what we have from King's Dominion.
Peeking over the hill, I bet you sure it always has, and sure it always will.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Side by side, just a traveling along, and we'll be singing a song. We're side by side.
That's not really the Eiffel Tower, children.
I can't believe we're at Hogwarts.
We're not. What? Hi,
Hello.
we're at King's Dominion. We're at King's Dominion. And so I just want to update you on the little things for this park. They rate their rides out of 5 for thrill level, so anything 4+, that's what we're doing. My pass is gonna be Drop Tower. Do you have a pass?
Not yet.
Not yet. That does look quite Dominator. It's that orange mess with the yellow loop.
I don't know why that one loop is yellow.
It's because it used to be yellow and then they like kept it that way, I think. All right, we're banded up, we're ticketed up.
Yep.
We're going to Dominator. Oh, there's sunscreen on my camera.
Look at that.
Like we never.
Look at that fountain.
Never take a picture before.
That is a fountain.
That's a good fountain.
If you were confused by our numbers and our scoring, go check out the intro video. We explain all our scores there.
We
Bye.
certainly did.
We certainly did. Next, I think, is Woodstock Express at some point.
Yep.
Bye. Where are we?
We are in Jungle Expedition.
Jungle Expedition.
Yeah, that I believe is all part of Planet Fear.
Rapterra. Rapterra, we need to ride Rapterra, right? Okay.
Take me out with the crowd. You let me live in Candyland. It's my game, 'cause it's fun, for the summer of fun at Kings Dominion. Happy birthday, Kings Dominion.
All right, so our scoring, we had to take a break from scoring because there were certain rides we had to put our stuff away for. Why pay for a locker if you have a dad who's not riding anything? So
we're on our way to Boo Blasters.
Boo Blasters on Boo Hill specifically. See you later, bye. First of all, there are two rides that I think we should talk about first. The Dodgem, aka the bumper cars. It was technically a level 4 thrill, but we kind of passed it just because of the nature of it. Except for the bumper cars. Why are the
bumper cars are weird? I think it's like a higher thrill level because you can.
Was that bumping?
You can jostle.
You can jostle. Woodstock Express. We did talk about Woodstock Express, but it is qualified as a family ride, and it had a 45-minute wait, so we're gonna pass it. Was level 4, was labeled as family ride. We passed it. The other thing that we should bring to attention is that the new ride, Rapterra, was closed.
It was closed, so it was closed when we got over there, and then we left, and then it was open, so we were gonna go back over there, then it closed as soon as we wanted to go back over there.
As soon as we were about to make the decision to go over there, we saw it was closed again.
Yeah.
So we were not able to make our way over there. But anyway, here are our rankings and scores of the rides from Kings Dominion. We rode, I've lost count of rides, so I was trying to count. 14 rides
14
total.
That's more than 3.
Sam, let us know. Hi, this is Editing Catherine. You are about to see the ultimate ranking and scoring part of this video. If any of you know me, like at all, you know I'm like horrible at math, right? Yeah, this video is no different, unfortunately. Our scoring in this video is incorrect. Long story short, the rankings that you are about to see are incorrect, but for entertainment and ease of editing purposes, I've left the ranking video as it is. The scores that are listed for the rides are correct, but it's just where they are in the rank is not correct, which I'm sure you'll be able to tell. At the end, I'll add like, I don't know, a little thing that actually lays out the rankings correctly. Enjoy us talking about the rides. Yeah.
So we're gonna start off with an honorable mention, number 14, if you will. It's not really like a ride. It kind of falls into the family umbrella, but we rode it anyway. And it's Boo Blasters.
We just rode Boo Blasters on Boo Hill.
Boo Blasters.
I got a shirt. Coaster hair don't care. Also it has peppermint patty on it. Sam, what did you think of Boo Blasters?
Boo Blasters.
That's all you have to say?
Boo Blasters.
All right, I think that's all he can say right now. It was good. Honestly, I mean, it doesn't count for the challenge. I think it should just stand alone. No score. Just, Sam, say it one more time.
Boo Blasters.
Thank you.
I very much enjoyed Boo Blasters. I got a score of 1660. She never went past 400.
No, I never went past 500.
You never got past the digit of 4 into hundreds place. So I am Master Blaster, by the way. They had the score on there.
I was
Master
a
Blaster.
beginner blaster, but I was not a Blaster Newbie or whatever it was called.
Yeah, a blaster wannabe, I think.
Blaster wannabe. I'm
Blaster
not a
wannabe.
blaster wannabe. I'm a beginner blaster.
Mhm.
Also, there was literally no one there, so we were able to ride
We
it
just
twice.
rode it twice. We
That was
got
really fun.
back to the beginning and we asked the guy, "Hey, can we ride again?" He was like, "Yeah." So we went through again.
So the score for Boo Blasters is
Boo Blasters.
very fitting, very fitting.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in our first ride with an actual number 13, Twisted Timbers. Twisted Timbers? No. N-O? No? I'll break mine down. Q4, very sunny. Very long. There were also stairs.
There was a heavy emphasis on metal detectors.
Yeah, we're still not exactly sure why that was. I mean, I know they don't want anything in your pockets, but yeah. Other than that,
Comfortability, 0.
comfortability, fat zero. Fat zero.
Thrills.
I
is a
can go
10.
into more detail later, but I felt like I was gonna fall out of that ride.
Thrills is a 0. No,
Thrills-
Thrills is a 10. Sorry.
Thrills is 8 for me. Enjoyment, also 0.
Enjoyment, that was a 2 for me. Like, Thrills is a 10 because it is thrilling. You feel like you're gonna die.
So mine's 13. What's yours, Sam?
What is it? It's 4 plus 0 for comfort plus 10 for thrills plus like 3 for enjoyment. That's 17.
17.
Twisted Timbers.
It has a two additional bonus points for immersion, ending up with a score of 15.
We don't like Twisted Timbers.
We don't.
So I'm sure
we don't like it.
I'm sure someone likes it. That's not us.
That's not us. It's really not.
It feels like it's actively trying to rip you from the ride.
Yeah, I was trying to explain, like, it's like it feels like the purpose of the ride is to feel like the ride is purposefully trying to eject you. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, and the restraints are not comfortable. Like,
They're not comfortable at all. I was banged, I was squeezed, I was pulled,
Absolutely not. I was maneuvering myself so I wouldn't like hurt something. Okay, I was not trying to. Not a fun ride.
No, we did not have fun at all.
I'm sure other people might have fun on Twisted Timbers. I would not.
That's not us.
I'm not gonna ride that. I can't. So number 12, Drop Tower.
All right, I passed on Drop Tower, so that's an even 20 for me. Sam?
20 out of 40.
20? All right.
You passed that one.
I did. That was my purposeful pass.
And I gave it just the median score of 20. It's nothing special. They take you high into the air, and you're like, huh, this is kind of high. And then they drop you down, and it's over in a few seconds. The fear lasts for that few seconds, but I'm not especially, I don't know, it was just something about it. I wasn't especially afraid. So, moderate thrill, moderate fun, 20 out of 40.
And since I passed it, it had a default score of 20 for me, so the score is 20 overall.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and the next was Windseeker. Sam and Dad rode Windseeker.
Yeah.
I did not pass. I could not ride. My hips would not fit in it. But that means default 20 for me.
Yeah. Windseeker was pretty good. Very nice way to see the park. Great way to cool down, actually. The mushrooms.
We're back at the mushrooms, guys. Nothing like a barbershop mushroom quartet.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. And a frog.
Windseeker is, I'd say it's an easy, like, 30 out of 40.
30. So I ended up, you saw a little bit in the video. I could not ride this ride. My hips were too wide. I wasn't able to like fit all the way back in the seat, so the restraint wasn't able to come down all the way.
unfortunate.
It was unfortunate, but listen, I don't mess around with roller coaster regulations. Okay, that's like one of the rules I live by, basically. I'm not trying to get flung out of any rides. So that gets a default score of 20 for me.
And then mine was like, it was pretty good. It was fun. I barely fit. I got in there. And then we rode it, and it was a very nice way to cool off. It was a very nice way to see the park. Score's 25. There we go.
25 overall. Yep.
Number 10, Shenandoah Lumber Company.
Not my Libertyville. Not my Libertyville.
Shenandoah Lumber Company. The seating was odd.
25.
It was very. It said 4 to a boat, but maybe we're just big people.
25 out of 40.
25. I'll say 22.
But then there's the immersion, so it's like 27.
Ooh, yeah, we forget about immersion. 27. Then, yeah, something like that.
This is a pretty fun ride, honestly.
I'm gonna put our ride photo on here. We tried to point,
We tried to point.
but we didn't know what the frame was gonna look like.
So
Yeah.
it cut off both of our arms.
So it just looks like our dad has like a eureka moment, and we're just like looking in a bunch of different directions.
So the lumber company is very fun. It's a nice chill ride, and then they drop you like most log rides.
The seating was a
score-
little weird.
Yeah.
I had to like sit like fully squatted in the front. It was me and Sam and our dad.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 9, it's Apple Zapple.
Apple
We rode Apple Zapple.
Apple's apple was much better.
I'm just gonna give that like a 28 and call it a day.
25.
Yep, and it's just a classic mousetrap ride. We enjoyed it. And it honestly, the ride itself perfectly matches the name Apple Zapple, by the way.
There's enough Zapple for that apple.
Yeah. There was this one guy, there was a family that ended up getting split up, and they had a dad.
They had a dad riding with the two daughters.
And he
then
went first.
He went on the ride with the two daughters, and then he looked at the rest of the family and said, "See, on the flip side, they might kill me." And we
We've
looked
just
at
been
each other, and we looked at each other. I was like, "What?"
I'm pretty sure I said, remember that. Remember that. We've been repeating it. Like, every time we go on a ride, we're like, see on the flip side,
They might kill me.
So shout out to that guy.
Yeah.
Overall, the score for Apple's Apple is 26.5.
26.5, solid number. Next is number 8 and number 7. It's a tie, which is weird because these two rides really don't seem like they'd be tied, but it's Grizzly at 27.5 and Delirium at 27.5. The Pendulum and like the wooden coaster.
So, Delirium.
Delirium was pretty fun.
I give it a solid 30.
That's 25.
25.
I mean, the thing is, there's two different reasons why they're 27.5. Delirium is nothing special, and it's good at what it does. But Grizzly could be greater, but has some points where it gets points taken off. So one is lower than it should be, and one is one's on the low end, one's on the high end, and that's where they meet.
Yeah. I don't know the history of Grizzly. I don't know how long it's been there.
It's probably a bear.
But there is a bear. Sam, we just rode Grizzly. What's your score?
That was pretty fun. 30 out of 40.
30 out of 40. Here.
Catherine, you just rode Grizzly. What's your score?
25.
45?
25.
25, because 45 is the perfect score.
But I do know that when I went on the ride, I shoved my hips into the seat because it was one of those rides where like you sat really close to the person next to you, but there was like a thing about this thick that was supposed to be in between your hips, and they don't have any give.
They
So
really don't.
you really squeeze in, and then I know we got airtime on a couple of those hills, and then I didn't sit back down right, and so my left hip ended up right on top of that thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was not as bad as Twisted Timbers, but it was not comfortable.
Yeah, that's why I think it's pretty low.
Yeah.
That's 8 and 7.
Yep. So next is Dominator. Number 6 is Dominator. This was the first one we rode at the park. We just rode Dominator. The loop's behind me.
Yeah.
Here, Sam, you want to hold it and say your things?
All right, we're ranking this stuff. Q, Q was not that special, I'd say, because it was in the sun, but it was short. So I'll give it a 3 to 10.
There were stairs.
There were stairs, and there was waiting on the stairs. So that's a 3 out of 10 for Q. And then the comfortability of the ride, not that great. I think that's because the restraints pressed into my shoulders quite a bit. It's probably because I'm tall. So that one's like a 6 on comfortability. The rest of the ride experience is good though. Thrills is a 10. Enjoyment was an 8. So that's overall like a 27.
I don't really have a breakdown for this ride. I'm gonna give it a 32. I liked it a lot. What's I gonna say? Loop was great. Horseshoe thing. I don't know if that's what it's called. That was great as well. We rode it with Ethan. It was just a great experience.
It's fun. The queue is just in the sun.
It's a lot of
stairs
outside.
and in the sun. So we got some points out for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I think so overall, it was a pretty good coaster. Pretty good.
I agree. The score for that one was 29.5.
Yep. Next is number 5 of Tumbili.
Tumbili was what it was. It was kind of short.
I enjoyed it. It was
Yeah, it was good.
immersive Q, easy.
I hit above my head.
Easy like +4 for immersion.
Oh, yes, +4. I'm going to do 5 for immersion, TBH. 5 for immersion just because this is just like a regular park. Like, it's not Disney.
Thrills had to be like a 7. It's like they don't turn you all the way around sometimes. And then enjoyment, I enjoyed it 7.
I'm going to do 28 plus 5 immersion, 33.
Q's a 5. If I had to wait any longer than that, it would be so hard. And
Yeah.
then comfortability, it's just a little but it also keeps us safe, so I'm going to go with a 7. So 7, 7, 7, 5 plus 4. That is 21, 26, 30 out of 40.
Nice.
This is the spaghetti noodle spinny one.
Yes. Also, this is the epitome of what the immersion bonus can do for you. So listen, there was a story about the Way Foundation, which if you've been to King's Dominion, you know it's like this Explorer Foundation. Mm-hmm. And then there was this like whole ride where like this is like the ride where you like possess the strength and abilities of like a monkey.
Yeah.
And then on the thing it said like the like great granddaughter of the explorer like built this ride, and it says there's like a little like sketch of the ride, and it says that the ride was made with bamboo, and they actually made the supports.
Yeah, like I read that.
Look like
and
bamboo.
I looked at the things like this is not made of bamboo.
Like no.
Oh wow! Would you look at that?
Would you look at that? It's bamboo. It's not actually bamboo.
It's painted like bamboo.
But yeah, so we were very impressed. Like it was a relatively short queue, and the ride itself wasn't anything super spectacular. It is what it is.
It
spins. But yeah, it was that's what immersion can do for you in our mind.
Mm-hmm. The next 3 are a tie. 2 of which are expected, 1 of which is not. The next, number 4, Backlot Stunt Coaster, expected. Number 2, Racer 75. Number 3, Whitewater Canyon. It agrees.
Exactly. It's like, why are we doing this?
I didn't expect this.
It's another immersion situation.
It's the immersion. Another ride that benefited from the immersion was Backlot Stunt Coaster.
All right, we're in front of Backlot Coaster.
We are.
Sam, what's your rating for Backlot?
Rating for Backlot? It's really good.
It's
We'll
kind of
go
short.
Q, we waited 0 minutes.
It was a walk-on for sure.
Literally a walk-on. And it was immersive. That's an easy 10 out of 10 for Q. And
I like
there was,
the cop
shade
cars
for it too. And then comfortability, it's pretty comfortable. A little tight. 8. Thrills, you just go through an entire like 10-second portion that's just dark. I like it. And it like goes spin real fast. It's a launch coaster, that's a 10. And then
the launch was really fun.
And then enjoyment of the ride, I enjoyed it thoroughly. That's a 10. So it's like 10, 10, 8.
Wait.
And that was also like an 8. Because if I had to wait longer, it would be a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then plus 2 points for immersion. 10, 10, 8, 8. 16 plus 20, that's 36 plus 2, that's 38.
38.
Out of 40.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that one probably like a 28.
Backlot Stunt Coaster was literally a walk-on. We went
It
into
was.
the line. We went to our row that we wanted to go to. Guys, like, you want to go on first? The guy in front of us,
Like,
you want to go on
okay.
first? Okay.
Sure.
We go on this ride. It's one launch ride. It was very fun.
It is. It does have a really fun launch. I think I mentioned that.
I really enjoyed the stunt coaster of it. It was a little short.
Mm-hmm.
A little short. Would have wanted a little bit more, or if not a little bit more thrill.
Let's do Whitewater Canyon first.
Whitewater Canyon. It was very fun, actually. I quite enjoyed it. The queue, the online said the ride was like 35 minutes. That was a lie.
Yeah, we waited a lot shorter.
So I'm thinking like 30 out of 40.
30. Yeah, I was next to a random person, but like in the boat with Dad and Sam. I'm gonna say 25. Because the original score was 30, the joint immersion score was 5.
Was 5. So it did have the initial good score, but what put it up in that spot was the immersion.
And that's from mainly the queue where they have like a whole shed, and then also just like the whole like general area.
The
like,
view isn't broken up by anything.
It's a lot of trees. It's really, really
Yeah.
beautiful and nice over there.
Second place is arguably one of the best rides in the whole park.
Racer 75.
Racer 75 is our next stop. Okay, we just rode Racer 75. I'm giving it a 38. No stop. I'm not even bringing it down. The ride was not comfortable.
Oh, absolutely not.
But it was the most fun wooden roller coaster I've ever ridden.
Yeah, I think it really makes up for the uncomfortability with the racing. But I am definitely going to dock the points for the comfortability because it's something that could very easily be fixed. So I'm going with a, 32 out of 40.
Yeah, honestly, the view, like when you get to the top of the lift hill, is crazy. Also, our team won.
Oh,
It's a racing coaster. We won.
Blue team.
Blue team.
Blue team.
It was really fun.
It was insanely fun.
We got insane speed and airtime, and the queue was short, and it's like racing, which adds a whole nother element. We didn't even give it immersion points, but I think we could have. I really think
I don't know, because it's not like necessarily like props or music or anything.
it's like the
but
other car.
The other car,
I don't
exactly.
know how to classify that.
That's why I didn't go in with the immersion points.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this, when you're going up that first hill, they programmed it or made it so that there was constantly a little bit of this going back and forth between the two
cars.
trains.
Yeah.
And so you're like, who's going to win? Who's going to win? Who's going to win? And then I know I talked about the view of like once you get on top of that hill and you see all the hills that you're going to do. And
It's a lot
then
of hills.
it was amazing. It was fun. So yeah, so I'm not surprised about Racer 75.
But Racer 75 would have been the number one. It would have been the number one if the restraints were more comfortable. I swear to God, if the restraints were nowhere near any comfy.
I was not a huge fan of like a majority of the King's Dominion restraints.
Yeah, they were not fun.
Like there was a few rides.
I'm looking at you, Twisted Timbers.
We're always looking at you, Twisted Timbers.
So salty.
Like there was a few like Dominator, Delirium, like those had like really good restraint systems that were comfortable, but there was a lot of rides that didn't have good restraint systems.
And now we go to number one, and the number one example of why immersion is important. So number 1 is Flight of Fear.
We just rode Flight of Fear.
Oh, we did.
Yes, I'm gonna break this one down.
There was fear.
Q, I'm gonna say honestly 9 for Q because it's mostly inside and everything's like really entertaining in there. You can see you go in a UFO, there's mannequins. Comfortability, I'm gonna be honest, 4. I was leaning my head back like the instructions said and it was like pulling my hair. And then thrills, it was pretty thrilling. I was kind of scared I was gonna get my head chopped off. I would say thrills is like 7. And then enjoyment, 8.
35, you get no breakdown.
I'm 38. 35, no
35,
breakdown.
no, wait. 37, no breakdown.
37, no breakdown. Sam, you want to tell them about your extra click?
Okay, so there's the rides where you can click, and then sometimes I like to
Click
go for
the
an
like
extra click.
overlap
Click the thing
restraints.
on ya, so I like to go for an extra click. And so, got that extra click. Near like the end of the ride, up, the extra click was unclicked.
Like it was
That
just
was
the extra click.
terrifying.
It just the extra click, but it was still scary.
Like, it didn't unclick the click that was there, but it unclicked the extra click.
It unclicked the extra click.
A really good coaster. Like objectively, it's fun. It's fast.
And it gives you a little spooky because it's in the dark,
Because it's in the dark.
but
and,
you can see a little bit.
And
of
the
it.
queue is aliens. There's aliens.
The
at
queue is aliens, so it's like you see the mannequins there, like doing what they're doing, and then you go inside the UFO and they're playing the spooky music.
I'll tell you, it gave me a fright. Whenever you get into a ride, you put on the restraints, you get the clicks, and then I went for an extra click. Always go for the extra click.
Right.
And then in like the last little stretch of the ride, we went around the last loop. It unclicked my extra click.
Just the extra click,
That,
but
nothing
still,
else. But still, it
That's
unclicked it. That's terrifying.
That's terrifying.
It
Flight of Fear,
originally-
literally.
The reason why it's number 1 is because 10 immersion points. 5 from me, 5 from Kevin. 10 immersion points.
That's talking about the lights, the music, the UFO,
literally
like, everything.
It stays in
The
character.
alien mannequins, like when you get to the boarding station.
Oh, yeah.
Also, a huge thing. I don't know if this was part of the design process, but it's one of those rides where the unloading station is different from the reloading
Yeah.
station.
So
And
when the car
you see
comes
people
back-
leave, and then you see a car that's completely empty that comes back.
It's
And so
like they all died.
Did they get abducted
They
by
all
the
died.
aliens?
I don't know, man.
So yeah.
It like completes the story because this is like they're sending you to the aliens. You don't
It's
get
the
to
Flight
come
of Fear.
back.
Exactly. So, did we complete the challenge for the Day of King's Dominion?
Yes,
Yes, we did. Yes, we
I
did.
wish we did. I wish we didn't ride Twisted Timbers.
Was it worth it?
Okay,
Mostly, yes.
I wanted to experience it, but I think I experienced it too much.
If we did everything but Twisted Timbers, I feel like we'd have a completely different view. Twisted Timbers really took it out of us. At the end, I'll add, like, I don't know, a little thing that actually lays out the rankings correctly. Twisted Timbers? No. NO? No.
Drop tower, drop tower, drop tower.
Sam and Dad rode Windseeker.
Not my Libertyville.
See, on the flip side, they might kill me. Iria. It's probably a bear.
But there's Dominator.
Dominator.
Number 6 is Dominator. This was the
It agrees.
Like
and
bamboo.
I looked at the things like this is not made of bamboo.
like no.
Oh wow, would you look at that?
Register 75.
Redster 75 is our next stop.
You just go through an entire like 10-second portion that's just dark. I like it.
Like they all died.
Did they get abducted
They
by
all
the
died.
aliens?
I don't know, man. But I'm glad we rode Boo Blasters.
Blasters.